When we were taken to Auschwitz, it was one of the worst nightmares anybody can experience. And unfortunately, the nightmare was true. It wasn't just a nightmare. Within 30 minutes, from the time we stepped down, my whole family was gone. Only Miriam and I were holding hands and crying. We have been reduced to the lowest form of human existence, how to live one more day. And I concentrated all my efforts on that one thing. Nothing else seemed to matter. We were little girls in our barrack from age 2 to age 16. We were huddled in our filthy bunk bed, and the lice and the rats were everywhere. We were starved for food. We were starved for human kindness. And the experiments were done 6 days a week. In my case, there were 2 types of experiments. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for up to 8 hours, they would measure every part of my body and then compare it to charts. These experiments were not dangerous, but they were unbelievably demeaning. And even in Auschwitz, I couldn't cope with the fact that they treated me like I was nothing more but a living piece of meat. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, they would take us to another lab that I call the blood lab. There, they would tie both of my arms to restrict the blood flow, take a lot of blood from my left arm, and give me a minimum of 5 injections into my right arm. The content of those injections, we didn't know then, and I still do not know today, that they were germs, diseases, and drugs, and that's a pretty good assumption. After one of those injections, I became very ill with a very high fever. I was taken to the hospital, which was another filthy barrack, but this one was filled with people who looked more dead than alive. Next morning, Dr. Mengele came in with 4 other doctors. He never, ever examined me. All he did, he looked at my fever chart, and then he declared, laughing sarcastically, he said, "Too bad, she's so young. She has only 2 weeks, but I refuse to die." So I made a second silent pledge that I will prove Mengele wrong, I will survive and be reunited with my twin sister. And I kept telling myself, I must survive, I must survive. After 2 weeks, my fever broke. It took me another 3 weeks before my fever chart showed normal, and I was released and reunited with my twin sister, Miriam. But Miriam looked very sick, and when I asked her what have they done to her, she said she couldn't talk about it. Miriam and I never talked about Auschwitz until 1985. And when I asked her, I said, "Miriam, do you remember when I was taken to the hospital?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Well, what happened to you while I was in the hospital?" She said, "I was kept in isolation with Nazi doctors studying me day and night. They were waiting for something to happen. Would I have died? Miriam would have been rushed to Mengele's lab, killed with an injection to the heart, and the Mengele would have done the comparative autopsies. I survived. And amazingly, nor Miriam nor I were killed. In Auschwitz, Mengele used 1,500 sets of twins. That means 3,000 individuals. The estimated number of survivors when the camp was liberated was between 150 and 280. So only 280 individuals survived Auschwitz in the experiments. The majority died in the experiments. I am still looking for Mengele's file. I still would like to know what was injected into my body, and I would like to know what killed my sister. I asked Miriam what happened to her after the 2 weeks were up. She said she was taken back to the labs and injected with many injections that made her feel very sick.